Behold the latest military news update. This is AFP Community News, hosted by Rofh Suzon every 12 noon, Mondays to Fridays. Only here on DWDD Armed Forces Radio. One AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Third ID Commander welcomes Philippine Navy's newest ships in Iloilo. 76IB delivers aid to Mangyan evacuees after clash with CPP-NPA in Baco Oriental, Mindoro. DA expands 20 peso rice program to farmers. President Marcos approves law postponing barangay at Sangguniang Kabataan Pulse.
Of the Navy, a key partner to the Army's internal security and territorial defense missions.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
The 76th Infantry Battalion distributed hot meals, relief packs, and essential supplies to over 500 Mangyan evacuees affected by a clash between government troops and CPP-NPA terrorists in Baco Oriental, Mindoro. Soldiers also conducted stress debriefing sessions to help the residents recover from fear caused by NPA harassment. The humanitarian effort, done in coordination with local government units and social welfare offices, aimed to address the immediate needs of displaced communities. The 76IB reaffirmed its commitment to protect civilians and maintain the peace in conflict-affected indigenous areas.
Armed Forces Radio.
On the other line, it is hear more from Jai about AFP chief welcomes UK's new defense attaché, bids farewell to outgoing envoy.
Rofh, Armed Forces of the Philippines Chief of Staff General Romeo S. Browner Jr. met with outgoing United Kingdom Defense Attaché Group Captain Bea Walcott and incoming Defense Attaché Captain Tony Stockbridge during a courtesy visit at Camp Emilio Aguinaldo, Quezon City. General Browner thanked Walcott for bolstering defense cooperation. He also expressed optimism in strengthening the partnership under Stockbridge's leadership. Moreover, General Browner highlighted the UK's role in joint training, defense, dialogues, and maritime security efforts for regional stability. This is Jai reporting for AFP Community News, one AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Jai.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
The 73rd Infantry Battalion joined the Sangguniang Kabataan of Barangay Cawas in celebrating International Youth Day at Cawas National High School, Alabel, Sarangani Province. Troops conducted interactive discussions on the West Philippine Sea and the Army's role in promoting peace, aiming to inspire unity, patriotism, and responsible citizenship among students. They also distributed informational leaflets, showcased the capability equipment, set up a recruitment booth, and offered free haircuts. The 73rd IB reaffirmed its commitment in empowering the youth as active partners in safeguarding sovereignty and fostering peace.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
The 94th Infantry Battalion joined the Serbisyo Caravan under the Retooled Community Support Program in Barangay Buena Vista, Gibo, Pontevedra, Negros Occidental, benefiting 425 residents. Led by Mayor Jose Maria Alonso and supported by various government agencies. The event delivered essential services directly to the community. The initiative aimed to strengthen local development and improve the access to public assistance. Barangay officials, national agencies, and civic partners worked together to ensure the program's success.
Armed Forces Radio.
From our report on the ground, let us hear the report of Mike about 74th IB joins mangrove planting in northern Samar.
The 74th Infantry and Vegetable Battalion joined the Mangrove Planting 2025 activity in Barangay Binatiklan, Lawang, Northern Samar, led by AFP Imbay. The initiative aims to combat climate change, protect biodiversity, and prevent coastal erosion. Government agencies, civic groups, and local officials work together to plant mangroves and promote environmental stewardship. The event strengthens civil-military operation in preserving coastal ecosystems and supporting community resilience. This is Mike reporting for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Mike.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
The 102nd Infantry Battalion strongly refuted allegations of illegally arresting two farmers in Sitio Salisik, Barangay Dampig, Pagudpod, Ilocos Norte. The unit clarified it has long been reassigned to Gamo Isabela, serving as the division's RDF and has no operations in the province. It said the false claims are part of leftist propaganda aimed at discrediting the army and disrupting peace in remote communities. The Philippine Army reaffirmed its strict adherence to international humanitarian law and due process in all operations.
DWDD National News.
For our national news, the Department of Agriculture expanded the 20 peso per kilogram rice initiative program to farmers and farm workers. Kadiwa ng Pangulo and Food Terminal Incorporated booths were set up in 18 National Food Authority warehouses in Central and Northern Luzon. To become eligible for the program, rice farmers and farm workers should be tilling 2 hectares of land or less and be registered under the DA's registry system for basic sectors in agriculture. Agriculture Secretary Francisco Chu Laurel Jr. said eligible beneficiaries can purchase up to 10 kilograms of rice monthly or a 50-kilogram bag of rice as a cumulative of the rice allocation for August to December 2025.
Armed Forces Radio.
More of this from Gina. Mayor Baste Duterte inspects Buda Patrol Base.
Yes, Rofh, Davao City Mayor Sebastian Baste Duterte inspected the Buda Patrol Base in Marilog District to assess facilities, utilities, and troop welfare. He discussed camp enhancement plans to improve operational efficiency and living conditions for personnel. The visit reinforced the importance of the culture of security in the Davao region. Mayor Duterte reaffirmed the city's commitment in supporting security forces and maintaining peace in remote communities. This is Gina reporting for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for Stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Gina.
DWDD National News.
President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. signed into law a measure postponing this year's barangay and Sangguniang Kabataan elections. The measure effectively extends the terms of incumbent officials. Under the new law, the next regular barangay and SK poll shall be held on the first Monday of November 2026 and every 4 years thereafter. Republic Act 12232 Consolidated Senate Bill 2816 and House Bill 11287, which were approved by Congress last June 11.
DWDD National News.
The Department of Budget and Management submitted the proposed 6.793 trillion pesos 2026 National Expenditure Program to both houses of Congress. Senate Finance Committee Chair Senator Sherwin Gatchalian said that for the first time, the upper chamber will invite civil society organizations, non-government organizations, and independent budget experts to weigh in on the proposed spending plan. In the House, Speaker Martin Romualdez announced they would also invite civil society, people's organizations, and the private sector to budget hearings and open the bicameral conference committee meetings to the public. He also added that the House would strengthen oversight, requiring timely reports from agencies and enabling real-time tracking of major projects.
Armed Forces Radio.
Some information from Jimboy about Ismancom draws over 2,000 in 19th anniversary fun run.
Eastern Mindanao Command marked its 19th anniversary with a fun run at Davao Global Township Matina, Davao City, gathering over 2,000 military personnel, reservists, ROTC cadets, and civilians. Led by Commander Lieutenant General Luis Rex D. Bergante, the event promoted unity, discipline, fitness, and national awareness. He emphasized the importance of defending the West Philippine Sea as part of the nation's heritage and responsibility. The run theme, beating yesterday, defending today, securing tomorrow, showcased the community's share commitment to national building. This is Jimboy reporting for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for Stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Jimboy.
DWDD National News.
For other national news, the Ayuda pa sa Kapos ang Kita or AKAP program has no fresh funding under the proposed 2026 national budget. Budget Secretary Mena Pangandaman said that there are remaining funds for 2025. Pangandaman added that given the limited fiscal space, they did not include the AKAP program. The executive branch on Wednesday submitted its proposed spending plan for 2026 to the House, from which the national budget bill will originate under the 1987 Constitution.
DWDD National News.
President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. inaugurated the rehabilitated and improved Philippine Fisheries Development Authority Iloilo Fish Port Complex. This is part of the government's effort to boost the country's fisheries sector. The port's rehabilitation features modern facilities and increased capacity to better serve its clients and stakeholders. The complex is equipped with solar panel modules mounted on key structures, including the new market hall, refrigeration building, cold storage facility, commercial building, public toilet, and administration building. This project cuts electricity costs and improves operational efficiency.
Armed Forces Radio.
Let us hear more updates from Ferdy about 701st Infantry Brigade holds annual marksmanship training in Davao Oriental.
Rofh, the 701st Infantry Kagitingan Brigade conducted its annual rifle, pistol, and other weapons marksmanship here in Davao Oriental. Personnel from the brigade, 1104th Community Defense Center, and Davao Oriental State University Reserve Officer Training Corps cadets honed their shooting skills and reinforced firearm safety awareness. Experts from the brigade and 10th Division Training School led lectures, drills, and live firing exercises. Rofh, the training strengthened military-civilian partnerships and ended with a brutal fight to foster camaraderie and teamwork. This is Ferdy Blues reporting for AFP Community News, 1 AFP for a Stronger Philippines.
Thank you, Ferdy.
DWDD National News.
Meanwhile, Transportation Secretary Vince Dizon announced that starting in September, BIP cards for students will be available at the MRT and LRT line stations. These BIP cards have a 50% fare discount automatically programmed into them. He added that dedicated BIP cards for senior citizens and persons with disabilities are also available. The announcement was made at LRT2 Antipolo Station during a Department of Transportation inspection of student lanes and ticket vending machines.
DWDD National News.
Customs Commissioner Ariel Nepomuceno declared a war against agricultural smugglers. This aims to ensure full implementation of the President's 60-day rice import suspension to protect local farmers and their produce from unfair competition. Nepomuceno stressed that the President's directive was of critical importance, highlighting timely intervention for the country's agricultural sector. He also added that the BOC will leave no room for violations and will ensure that this ban is fully enforced.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
And for our announcement, good news for our AFP pensioners whose pension accounts are with Land Bank of the Philippines. You may withdraw your pension for the month of August starting tomorrow, August 15, Friday. Meanwhile, for AFP pensioners with pension accounts at Development Bank of the Philippines and Philippines Veterans Bank, you may withdraw starting on Monday, August 18. For pensioners whose pension accounts are tagged as on hold, please contact the AFP PGMC office or call their hotline at 0966-311-5003 for further assistance.
DWDD National News.
For other national news, 16 overseas Filipino workers returned home from Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, after the Department of Migrant Workers discovered that the accommodation given to them by their foreign recruitment agency was not organized. They arrived last Tuesday evening at the Ninoy Aquino International Airport. The Filipinos stayed at the Bahay Kalinga shelter in Jeddah before coming home. Among the repatriates were two mothers who each had 4 children and live in the Bahay Kalinga for almost a year. They received 22,500 pesos from the office.
DWDD National News.
Research conducted by the Ibon Foundation showed that the Philippines has a shortage of doctors. Ibon Foundation noted that only 2 of the 17 regions meet the World Health Organization's recommended ratio of 10 doctors for every 10,000 people. The Cordillera Administrative Region topped the list with 13.4 doctors per 10,000 population, followed by the National Capital Region with 10.9. Nationwide, there is an average of only 5 doctors per 10,000 people, with 12 regions falling below this figure. The WHO ratio is considered a minimum standard to ensure the adequate health care access.
Armed Forces Radio. DWDD Armed Forces News.
And for other announcement for the Civilian Human Resources of the AFP General Headquarters, we are pleased to announce that the opening ceremony of the AFP Civilian Human Resources Sports Fest 2025 will be held at the Lapu-Lapu Grandstand, Camp General Emilio Aguinaldo, Quezon City on August 27, 2025. With the theme Resilience Rises and Spirits Soar through the AFP Civilian HR Sports Fest 2025. The event will be graced by AFP Chief of Staff General Romeo Browner Jr. as their guests of honor and speaker, and the attire is athletic. Let us come together to celebrate camaraderie, sportsmanship, and the spirit of resilience.
DWDD National News.
And for other national news, Manila Mayor Isko Moreno Domagoso ordered a liquor ban, vendor restrictions, noise control, and other activities within a 500-meter radius of San Beda University and the University of Santo Tomas. This during the 2025 bar examinations. Domagoso stated that the order aims to maximize concentration and focus of the bar examinees as they take this milestone in their lives. The liquor ban will be enforced from midnight of September 6 until 10 p.m. of September 7, midnight of September 9 until 10 p.m. of September 10, and midnight of September 13 until 10 p.m. of September 14.
DWDD Armed Forces News.
And that concludes today's broadcast, and thank you for tuning in, especially to our audience on AFP Radio, the DWDD's Facebook page. Be sure to join and catch us again tomorrow for more stories and updates, same time and same station. Once again, this is Rofh Suzon-Abay for AFP Community News, one AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Behold the latest military news update. This is AFP Community News, hosted by Rofh Suzon every 12 noon, Mondays to Fridays. Only here on DWDD Armed Forces Radio. One AFP for a stronger Philippines.
Ito ang DWDD 1134 kHz AM. Balita, impormasyon at musika. Ito ang DWDD AFP Radio. Boses ng Kawal Pilipino.
Kayo ay nakatutok sa DWDD AFP Radio. Kami po ay kasapi ng KBP, Kapisanan ng mga Broadcaster ng Pilipinas.